method and how that can be beneficial to students. So if you think about how little kids play, how they interact with each other, really today's play is tomorrow's success, which means you see these little kids playing kitchen or house over here, and they are really emulating what they've seen their parents do, what they see other adults in their lives doing, and so they're practicing. Really, that's really what it is. It's all about practice. And so it also helps them to become ready for school and interacting with teachers and other students there as well. And these little activities that they're doing, it really helps with the smaller skills that they need to learn to read and write, whether it be fine motor skills or whether it's gross motor things, or focusing in with their eyes on smaller things. So it helps them to read and write, or prepare them to be ready to do those things as they get into the grades in school, preschool, kindergarten, first grade. It also helps them to interact with students, other little kids, and so it helps them to develop those behaviors that help them learn in all other areas. In this big slide, which I know is very tiny writing, but you can take some time to look at this. I actually inserted this presentation into the session on our website so you can look at it more closely and for longer periods of time. But I really liked it because what it shows is what kids are doing at play. It helps them at the preschool age do this, but it also what it leads to. So in the first situation it says when they build with blocks, buildings, houses, cars, whatever, it's helping them to understand distance and space and size, and it's helping them to be self-directed. It's helping them to achieve a goal. But when you're talking about space and size and distance, that's math. And so it's helping them to understand that things have relationships to each other, and that it's very important to be independent and goal-oriented, and that can help them with other things. And so if you want to read through the rest of these things, I just thought it was very interesting to see at what age they start to do certain kinds of play helps them to then progress. And there's lots of different ones of these. There's a whole nother page. So you can look at those. So really, what is the big deal about play assessment? Well, we've talked about this a little bit in class so far, but really it's the best way to see what kids can do instead of what they can't do. So when you're watching a child and you're just looking in on their interactions, either with their environment, with the tools of the environment, or with each other, you are going to see how they naturally react in certain situations. And so that's how they can best demonstrate what they know and what level they're at. So if you're thinking that a student is not functioning at the level they should be at, then you can make comparisons to other students of around the same age, and you can see naturally in that situation maybe what the issues are, or it would give you an idea of how to pursue other evaluations of that student. Also, the kids don't have any hesitance about this. In a contrived situation where you have a person who is telling a child what to do and show me this and say your ABCs and walk on this line and all of those things, that's very hard for some students to do, especially with the people that they are not familiar with. So this is just natural, and they show you all that they know without being told what specifically to do. So lots of types of different development can be observed. Obviously social, with students interacting with each other. Language, which in this little video right here that it's only 2 minutes long, so maybe I'll watch it, I don't know yet exactly, but the little boy in that talks a lot in it, and you can really assess his language development. You can also see some motor skills going on, emotionally how he handles the situation, and then cognitively, because he actually has a little plan and then he carries out that plan. He well, let's just watch it together and I'll kind of talk through it a little bit. Be thinking about what types of development is going on.
Oh, okay, guys. There's a special thing that you have to know, guys. We have to build. We have to break them. Those apart because we have to make. Because if we need some. Because chair. Look. Stop it. Stop it. No.
You can see he's already been speaking, and so you can look at the language development. You can look at, he calls these other little playmates, he calls them guys, like they're his pals, so that's social development. He's also, if you notice, he's asking permission in sort of a way, so they can all get on the same page, and that's a big part of working together.
We have to mess up your guys' things because we have to make racetrack. Yeah. So we have to make your guys' things, okay? Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, let's do that. We are done building the racetrack. And when we're done, using it, we can always break it and we're going to build them back together, okay? Not yet. Guys, we have to break these, okay? Let's break these. We have to make sure we broke them so we can make the racetrack. Yay!
What I love is that he had a goal in mind to get everybody involved and to get them all to agree. He spoke his mind, he got them all on the same page, got all their permission, and then they went and did it, which I think is just fabulous. And you can watch the rest of the clip, I put it on the session. But it just amazed me, all the different things that you can look for. And you know, if we would have had a video of them actually building it, that would have been some of those other skills, the motor development and the cognitive development as well. So I guess some of my questions are, and I hope you guys have been thinking about this too, but is play-based assessment really a valid measure of developmental progress? What do you think? And then what are some problems that could arise? And what are some positive aspects? And we've talked a little bit about some of these, but we'll talk about them at a later date. So just be thinking about those.